Francisco.
I'm Axel.
I'm Margo.
I'm Mia.
We were asked what telescope should I buy. Let's start out with 4 general questions. What is your budget? How knowledgeable are you of the sky? This is important because we want you to be comfortable operating a telescope and your level of expertise. Another question, what location do you want to use the telescope? If you're in the city, you're likely to deal with light pollution, drowning out astronomical objects. A bigger mirror lens won't necessarily improve your view, but you'll collect more city light, which will impact how detailed your image is. The last question is, how portable do you want the telescope to be? This depends on if you want to frequently travel with your scope or have it stationed.
If you're new to skywatching, the binoculars may be the best option for you. There are 2 numbers stamped on the side of them. The first number is the magnification, and the second is the width of the main lenses in millimeters. We won't recommend specific brands, but for sky observations, try for a magnification number of 8, 10, or 12. The diameter can be 35 or 50. We also recommend downloading a free phone app for skywatching and a great book called 365 Starry Nights by Chet Raymond.
We will now talk about 3 different common types of telescopes you can purchase. Our first runner-up is the reflecting telescope. It uses mirrors instead of lenses and is generally cheaper and bigger than other telescopes.
To start out with our reflector recommendations, we have the Orion Sky Scanner 100mm that's for $110. It's good for beginners and it's lightweight, which makes it easier to travel with. Some users, however, report blurry objects and aren't keen on using the red dot finder. You can always switch it out for a finder scope because they're easier to use to find dimmer objects.
Our second suggestion for a reflecting telescope is the Orion Starblast 6 for $360. What we have here is an older version of the Orion Starblast, but it's very similar to our recommendation. The reason it costs so much is because it has a bigger mirror that collects more light, so you'll be able to see dimmer objects. It has easy portability, great when it comes to storage, and awesome for deep sky observation. However, the mount is pretty short, so you have to set it on something bigger.
Refracting telescopes uses lenses instead of mirrors. We will now show you the refracting telescope we would recommend. Starting off with the Celestron 210-35 70mm travel scope for $75. It has a great portability and is made for beginners. However, some users report that the tripod it comes with is flimsy.
Next we have the Celestron Omni XLT 102 with a price of about $600 because the lens is bigger and has a motorized system. People who have purchased the telescope mention it's easy to set up and use, and it's also excellent for entry-level observers and professionals. However, it's more on the pricey side if that's a determining factor for you. Lastly, we'll talk about compound telescopes. They are a hybrid between reflectors and refractors. They both use lenses and mirrors, so the telescope tube ends up very short. They also tend to cost more money.
The first compound telescope on our list is the Levenhuk Strike 950 Pro for $405. It's portable, lightweight, and has high quality viewage of the deep sky. However, if you know nothing about the night sky, this telescope may be a little daunting to use at first.
Our pricier compound telescope today is the Celestron Nexar 5 SE. However, we don't have one here at the Adler, therefore we're showing you guys a Celestron Nexar 4 SE. The 5 SE is slightly modified version of the 4 SE. It's great for beginners and experienced users. It only comes with one eyepiece though, so you have to buy other eyepieces. Another good feature from or about this telescope will be its computerized system, which actually helps you find celestial bodies and tracks them automatically. So you don't need to have much knowledge about the sky. These attributes lead the telescope to be a whopping $700.
Thank you for watching. We hope this helps. The Adler is always open to answering your questions. If you want more information, there are plenty of websites that offer more in-depth reviews. Send an email to askadler@adlerplanetarium.org if you have more questions.